most difficult question I had to face in my 7 years of mountain biking is to justify a purchase for a $6,000 electric mountain bike. My wife Ellen and I began our eMTB journey back in July of 2019, just over 3 years ago. It was my wife Ellen's first ever mountain bike, and I have to say it was difficult for us to make that purchase. I had so many questions. Will the bike be too heavy? Will she even notice a difference as a beginner? Is the price too steep for her first bike? Should I just get something that's cheap? All of these questions led to if she could improve her riding skills while maximizing her fun, or will she just quit riding after the first week? In almost 3 years to date, we took our first trip to Skypark and made our first mountain bike video, and she was struggling. And of course, everyone struggles on their first day. My wife Ellen had very little athletic training. She did some rollerblading in elementary school, but that was about it. I was concerned with me pressuring her into mountain biking and that she could call it quits at any time. I saw her struggle physically, and that was definitely going to be the toughest challenge on the mountain bike. And since I started mountain biking 4 years ahead of her, I needed to give her a push, so I decided to rent an eMTB at Skypark. This was her first day, and immediately I saw more confidence from her, and she was able to focus on the trails rather than her physical condition. That was when I really decided to push the button and buy her an eMTB. And ever since then, we were able to ride places only seen on YouTube.
Yep.
My wife's biking skills continue to grow. Maybe not as fast as I imagined it, but steadily growing. In this past weekend at the Ride and Shine event at Skypark hosted by Adam Mott and The Segment, we took a trip down memory lane and rode her first ever mountain bike trail, Treeline, and also sleigh ride to Dark Forest. And if you guys are looking to take the route of renting an e-bike like us, coming out to the Treeline Trail is a great idea. Less people, less stress. You'll even get a better experience of what eMTBs are like and what riding a single track is all about. Things you should look out for, you know, depending on the bike you rent: turbo mode, boost mode. I suggest riding on trail and then keeping that boost mode for when you need it. But if you're an ultra beginner, really, you can just have it on boost mode all day and power up these climbs and just have tons of fun. After 3 years of riding with my wife, I'm able to bring her to a lot of stuff that she was afraid of. You know, 3 years ago, she's like, I would never ride aero, but she rides it. Ooh, a little sketchy. Not looking. Oh yeah, definitely recommend coming down here with your e-bike if it's your first time. So good. One of her worst skills is switchbacks. She hates switchbacks. And after tree line, I recommend climbing to the top and get a run down sleigh ride. It is a pretty easy trail, very flowy and lots of fun. Woo! The goal for this channel 3 years ago was to document my wife's process of mountain biking and teaching her how. And along the way, making that electric mountain bike purchase seemed to be the best decision I've ever made for both of us. I really have no regrets. So to all my viewers, new or old, if you still haven't gotten an eMTB yet, I suggest doing so. Forget all those people who say eMTBs are for lazy people. Just look at all the places we've ridden in the past 3 years. I say ride what you want and ride where you want. Pick that eMTB up and make every ride an epic adventure.